So what is up, guys? Do you got one of these? An Apple iPhone SE or a 5S or a 7 or whatever Apple iPhone? Welcome to what is on my iPhone for the month of February 2017. This is a series where I go ahead and show you the applications that I use on my iPhone, and they do change just a little bit month to month, so I do share those with you. So with that being said, let's get into this episode right now. Let's go. What is up, guys? Nick here, helping to master your technology, and welcome to what is on my iPhone SE for the month of February 2017. Now, on the home screen, I got that typical green Apple wallpaper, and on the front screen, I like to keep my applications front and center that are the most important to me. So some of these applications are basic applications and some of them are non-basic. So let me run through them for you here. So I have the calendar up here on the left. So obviously calendar, do we really need to talk about a calendar? I got the weather application here, my photos application, and this is a 16 gigabyte iPhone SE, so I do have to manage my storage quite a bit on this bad boy, but overall it still gets the job done on 16 gigabyte. It is a little bit of a hassle, but I got videos to help you with 16 gigabyte iPhones as well. So here is my wallet application where I manage my Apple Pay for my device, clock, notes, reminders, basic Apple applications there. ADT Pulse is a home security system. I'm sure if you have a home, you probably know what that is. If you're not, you probably have a competitor's app. This is the App Store. Right here, I keep here front and center in case I want to check out a new application. Now, Spotify Premium is my go-to application for music because I got 3 months of premium for about 99 cents, and I really do love Spotify. I actually had Apple Music Premium, the premium version of Apple Music, and I think Spotify is just better. The music it's more easy to find and stuff, I think, on Spotify. It's just a better laid out software in my personal opinion, and it syncs across Mac, Windows very easily, as well as tablets and smartphones and iPods and stuff like that. Now, there's a plane going by, so if that's a little bit distracting, just let's deal with it for this video. So over here I do have Canva, and Canva is an awesome application where you can go ahead and design social media posts for Instagram, for Facebook, for Twitter, and stuff like that. I'm currently offline, but if you're really into, let's say, design, you're really into doing YouTube video, thumbnails, Instagram, social media posts, you guys will really enjoy the application Canva. Now over here is my Creator Studio, where I like to keep my studio for replying to your guys' comments, as well as checking out what's going on with the channel, how the views are going, everything YouTube related is in the YouTube Studio application, as well as the YouTube application I keep there because I make videos, but I also love YouTube videos. It's one of my favorite applications of all time on any smartphone, that is YouTube. Now, under my social folder, it's pretty simple here on the SE, Twitter and Instagram. I got both these feeds. You can check them down below in the description area. Go follow me on Instagram. I post pictures all the time, _Nick_Ackerman, and the Twitter link is down below as well, where I share my latest updated videos. So over here, I do have Safari. We don't need to talk much about Safari. We know it's an internet browser here. Settings here, Play Newsstand, and Play Newsstand, I like to read technology news, so I'll just hop into Play Newsstand, and I'll go into library and check out the tech news. Obviously, there's no sim in here at the current moment because I don't like to be distracted during the video, but I do use Play Newsstand. Now, Google Keep is my favorite note-taking application. It's a cross-platform application by Google that works across Android, iPhone, computers as well. Now, here's my Kindle application, and if you guys never tried Kindle, it's basically the largest online bookstore on the planet with the most options for choosing a book, and I think it's a great option to have if you don't like reading physical books. Over here on Udemy is my course application. So on Udemy, I take online courses, and basically, you can take any online course you want, and there's no excuse for not getting an education these days. Even if you don't go to school like me, you can go ahead and go on the Udemy application and learn all day. Now, calculator is all the way to the right here. And I do have, now here is where I have my, organized applications here on the iPhone SE. So up here I have the health folder where I like to keep my ThinkUp application as well as my Headspace. So with this fast moving society, I live in the US, so very fast moving society, we have Headspace here to basically keep your head clear of all the craziness that's going on. I live in Chicago, a really hustling and bustling city. So to just get a little clarity of mind here on Headspace is really a nice thing and a thumbs up, and I love Headspace Great stuff for clearing your mind. Just 10 minutes a day and you can feel much more clear. It's a meditation app. Over here on ThinkUp is an affirmation app that tells you, basically you tell yourself, I am awesome. I am so freaking awesome. And you are awesome. But when you tell yourself this repeatedly on ThinkUp, you start to believe it. And when you start to believe it, you start to attract it. So over here on finance, I do keep my banks. Your banks might vary. PayPal and my Straight Talk account. Yes, I'm with Straight Talk. I like Straight Talk Wireless because I can buy like 3 months at one time. It's really cool stuff. And then I have the Secret Money app. So if you guys ever read the book The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, it's basically a law of attraction based book. I love that kind of, those kind of books. I downloaded the Secret app that kind of goes with it. So over here is the tech news. I do have 9 to 5 Mac for my Apple updates as well as Appy Geek, but I haven't been using Appy Geek too much because they've been talking a lot of Trump news and I'm not really interested in Trump news right now. I'm interested in iPhone 7, iPhone 8, iPhone whatever, Samsung Galaxy S8, Note 8, LG G6. That's what I'm thinking right now. And Tech Today does give you strictly usually tech news on CNET over here. So I got CNET there. Now, under my Google's folder, I like to keep Google Calendar, Google Search, because iPhone doesn't have the famous Google Search here for the SE. It just has the, the Siri application here on the SE. So I do like to keep that. Google Photos, Google Trips. Google Trips is awesome if you guys travel a lot. Get Google Trips. This is something you need in your life if you travel a lot. I do have Gmail as well as Google Sheets for managing expenses and also writing in like video ideas that you guys suggest. I write that in Google Sheets. And I have Google Allo. So Google Allo is basically an application that's like a competitor iMessage for Google. So that's pretty sweet stuff there. Now, I do have no use apples, and under no use apples, I keep exactly what it says, no use apples. So I don't use these Apple applications hardly ever. I don't like the Maps app for Apple. I do like Google Maps over that any day of the week. So I'm gonna go over here into music, and these are my other music applications. So I got Google Play Music, Apple Music, as well as Sonata. Now, under my shopping folder, I like to keep the Apple Store to check out the latest Apple gadgets, eBay, Amazon, and Best Buy here. So let me go ahead and scroll over into photo and videos and show you what I keep on my photo and videos app. So for my Canon camera, the SX530HS, although I haven't been using it that much since I got the Panasonic, and this video is actually being shot on the Samsung Galaxy S7 on 1080p, and my Panasonic image app for my Lumix device. Now over here is Lightroom, which is a Photoshop editor for your devices, and we got another plane going by, voice memos, and Dropbox for cloud storage, as well as Pixlr for photo editing. I also have Snapseed, which is a Google-based photo editor, as well as Prisma, where you can really get your creativity and your art going on Prisma. So if you want to like really get creative with your photos, check out the Prisma app. It is really sick here for those of you who are artistic and really like to make your photos pop. It just works magic, this Prisma app, whereas these are more like manual control, edit it yourself, become a professional phone editor kind of dude. You know what I mean. Over here, entertainment. It has trailers here, and I have Netflix. Don't really watch Netflix that much, but I do like to go to the movies and see what is going on in the movies, and the trailers app from Apple is pretty sweet. I've always loved that app for years now. Now under my travel folder, I'm going to keep Google Maps, my Ventra. Now Ventra is basically a CTA or a Chicago Transit Authority bus application. You might have a different one in your city. And then I have TED over here, as well as Expedia for traveling, and Airbnb if I need to grab a place in a different city. So let's get out of there and let's go into extras here. And I do have Compass, Tips, Contacts, Find Friends, Find My iPhone, and lynda.com, where you can take classes. And no, I know a lot of people think this is sponsored by lynda.com, but it's not. Over here on Zedge, I do keep my wallpapers, and Amazon Alexa for my Echo Dot. So coming out of there, I do have my test tools, which is Geekbench 4 for testing the SE versus other devices, as you've seen on the channel plenty of times. And I also do keep speed test right there for testing the Wi-Fi on the device. Now, over here at the bottom, we didn't mention the docks. I do have phone, Habitbull for tracking habits, and man, that Habitbull app is the shiz. I'm not gonna go in there because, it's not your place to see my habits, but I do think that you guys should check this out if you're trying to develop habits. We are habitual creatures, and this application can be very productive in your life. I do have the camera app here, as well as messages, and then I keep Temple Run, the only game I play. I'm not a big gamer. I don't know if you guys have noticed that over the years, and I don't know what's going on with that focusing, but I'm not a big gamer on my iPhone. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. Pretty clean, pretty simple, pretty to the point, pretty productive little iPhone SE right here. But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for me here on my iPhone SE. So that pretty much wraps it up for me of what is on my iPhone SE for the month of February 2017. I got a question for you. What applications do you have on your iPhone that can really help others out, that you feel that you use on a daily basis, has really enhanced your life and helped you master your technology? Drop that down below in the comment section. Do me a favor, if you guys enjoyed this video, click the like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We got plenty of tech content coming your way. This was Nick here helping to master your technology. I will catch you all in the next one, and I will see you next month for what is on my iPhone, March 2017. Be sure to be well. Have a great day. The day is nice. I know I will. And peace.